Hi again, grade 4. I hope you had a great weekend. Today is another science lesson, and we are now in exploration 3 of lesson 1. Can plants move? Let's find out. For the learning objective, today we are going to investigate how parts of the plant system move in response to their environment. So, like humans, animals, and plants, they also respond to their stimuli or to their environment, such as gravity, light, and touch. Alright, so before we go further, let's have a quick recap of the previous lesson. So last week we discussed about the parts and structures of a plant. So we talked about the stem, leaves, roots, and flowers. So now here, let's find out which part is being described. Okay, number 1, this part of the plant goes down into soil. Number 2, this part of the plant grows away from the ground and helps keep the plant upright. Number 3, this part of the plant captures sunlight. And number 4, this part of the plant attracts insects. Alright, so I'll give you time, guys, to think of the answers. Alright, so let's see how much you did. You may pause the video, grade 4, if you need more time. Alright, so the answer for number 1 should be roots. Number 2 should be stem. And 3, the plant captures sunlight. That's the leaves part of the plant. And number 4, flowers. Alright, so well done, grade 4. Okay, students, now I want you to look at this picture. Have you ever seen a vine grow up the side of a house or something that wrap around a fence post? Why do you think it's so? Plants have certain behaviors that help them grow and survive. Let's watch these videos to learn more about how plants behave or responding to a certain environment. This plant got knocked out over on its side. You might notice or think about how plants react to something like this. But observe this time-lapse video to see what happened. Think about all the plants that you see outside. In which direction are they growing? Alright, so here, plants can move when they need something. Watch the seedlings react to meet their needs in this time-lapse video. What are they reacting to? Plants move in response to different things. You may have noticed that some plants, such as daisies, closes their flower at night and open in light. Mimosa plants, such as this one, close up when touched. How is this helpful to plants? All behave. In nature, plants live in environments where conditions change constantly. Example grade 4, the sun is not visible all day, isn't it? The temperature can be hot, can be cold. In short, it can change drastically. Whatever the condition, students, plants have to absorb sunlight, make their own food, grow, and survive. Plants grow towards light. Do you remember why? Yes, plants need sunlight to make food, so they respond to light by growing towards it. Now, look at these pictures here. What do you think will happen if this plant is left in the window? Okay, so let's see if your answer is correct. Yes, it's letter A. Plants bend towards the available light to make their own food. Okay, so let's proceed here. We have response to gravity. So the roots of plants grow down toward the center of the earth in response to gravity. And by the way, grade 4, when you see gravity, it is the force that causes things to drop to earth. So the stem of a plant grows in the opposite direction away from the center of the earth. Now look at this plant again. What do you think will happen if knocked over? Alright, so let's see if your answer is correct. Yes, it's letter B. The stem would turn up towards the light and the roots would turn down water and nutrients. Okay, and we have here response to touch. So some plants respond to touch. A leaf might curl up to protect a plant from damage or from being eaten, like this Venus flytrap. It clasps its leaves closed if an insect touches the fine hair on the inside of these leaves. So now tell me, what do you think will happen when the fly lands on the leaf? Yes, it's letter B. It shows, guys, the answer is so obvious, right? That the leaf responds to touch by closing around the fly. Okay, so before ending up this lesson, let's wrap up what we have discussed. Okay, so number one, how do you think plants' movements help it survive? And number two, what are the three plants' behavior that you have just learned? Okay, so you may pause the video if you want more time to answer these questions. Okay, so for number one, roots move to get light giving water, the stem moves to get light so leaves can produce food, and the leaves move to protect the plant from damage. And for the number two question, the answer is plants behave in first, response to light, second one, responds to gravity, and the third one, responds to touch. Alright, so that's for today's lesson grade 4. I hope you learned something today. Please always make sure that you're doing your online test. Alright, so bye for now.